Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video, and today was a kind of a question that was asked on Facebook Rangers or Facebook within the Power Ranger community and stuff like that. And it was a very simple question. It is like, what would make me stop collecting, or what would make you stop collecting the Lightning Collection? Now, I kind of was going to script this and like kind of give my points, but I'm going to go off script. It's going to be like my kind of thoughts on this. So literally, the Lightning Collection has been around for around about 3 years now, and I think I'm only missing a few things from it. Obviously, with the newer stuff coming out, and I think maybe like 1 or 2 figures from previous ones, which will be kind of expensive to buy or will be able to buy, but you know, hopefully at some point I will get them. But that's one of the things, like, you know, I've been reviewing this on the channel for quite some time now, and I do love the collection. I think the Lightning line is the best Power Ranger toys that we've ever had at any point given when doing this. And kind of going over it, like, I think there was one point where I was about to stop, and that was when the Ninjetti or the Ninja Rangers came out, and part of them were missing parts like heads and stuff like that. And I think that would be my main point to where I would stop wanting to support this line, that I would only buy the ones that I want, you know, like say Gia, like RJ, and any Ranger around that one is the ones that I would want most of all. So for a while now, I have been kind of thinking of like, what else would make me just go, I've had enough, I'm selling the entire line. And I think it's mainly if it came with more missing parts, it was badly painted, there was missing paint, or the Ranger didn't look completely like it. You know, something like, you know, it's like, this is what the head looks like, it's meant to look like it in production, and then we get something completely different. And as much as I love the line, I think that would kind of break me. But if it was like, oh, here's it, like, let's say they make the Alien Rangers and they make it a 5-pack and you've got all the characters, and then all of a sudden that's it, you just like, they come with missing weapons, or they're not painted correctly, they have stuff missing. I would then just go, do you know what? Why should I support, you know, why should I support this line? Why should I give my money to this? And why not I just go, well, I'm actually just going to take it. I'm just going to leave, and I'll only pick up the ones that I want. If not, I probably wouldn't collect it, and I would make an announcement and just talk about it. If literally it was like the situation with the Ninja Rangers, I would just be like, I'm done. I'm 100% done, because I would feel then that Hasbro don't care. Now, little mistakes like say, such as like, how do I say, like, you know, missing decals or something like that, you know, they can be easily fixed, or they can be sent out. Hence with the, was it SPD A Squad Pink Ranger, where you can get the heads and you can get stuff like that, you can get a replacement part. But if they had like no intention of doing it, or they were like, yeah, we're gonna have to send you the figure and stuff like that, I think that to me would really get to me after a while if they weren't replacing it. And I think I'd just be like, do you know what? I'm completely done. I don't want this range anymore. And I feel like when you get to that stage, that's when you know that the company's given up. And what kind of baffles me is like when you hear stuff that they say like, oh, we've caught this, we know what we're gonna do. You know, I was watching Josh's video on this, and you know, he mentioned like one of the people that was working on it was like, oh yeah, we've caught this, yeah, this is going to be the main thing. And they didn't, because if you think, like, in my interpretation, if they've caught it, then they would have stopped everything, or they would have updated it if they had to send the information to the printers or whatnot and say, hey, to the factory, hey, this is not right, this is what you have to do, this is what you're going to do. You kind of think that would be done before it goes in production. And one thing that I think Josh didn't bring up was that Bruno mentioned something at MMPR Toys when this line first came out, and there was, I think they were at New York Toy Fair. It was when the Dragon Dagger was announced, so I think maybe it was the first or second wave. Like, he asked Hasbro and said like, oh, so these are all still prototypes? And no, this is pretty much ready. So what you see right now is ready to go. And I was just like, oh, really? That to me, I was a bit weirded, because I was like, so these are all ready to go straight away. So they've been mass produced, they've been done. And yeah, it was one thing that just kind of like made me go, oh, okay. And the second point is like the guy who was like painting them originally, like, I don't know his name, But I just remember him being asked this question, and he did the whole what the fuck type look, which made me go, I know you really don't care about this line as much because you're being kind of pushed. I always imagine that, someone walks down to his office like, have you fucking painted these figures yet? So, oh, fuck's sake, stop asking me, Tom. Fucking stop it. And that's particularly it. I imagine when I see this sort of stuff that personally, if it came like completely messed up, if there was paint, a lot of paint missing, lots of detail missing, I think I'd just be like, I'm done. I don't want to do this, and especially with the missing parts. I think that would have been a big thing. Like, I could imagine getting all 4 Rangers missing heads or wrong heads, and I would just be like, why am I buying this? Like, why am I giving Hasbro almost like £100 per X amount of day, like weeks or months, when you're not getting the order right and you're not going to fix it? Now, they do the replacement program, which again is absolutely fine, but I feel like you shouldn't have to ring or to email and say, hey, get some. Now, if you've seen my SPD Red A Squad review, you would then see that the leg was limp. So when I emailed Hasbro and I sent them the right email and stuff like that, they just turned around and went, oh, we don't have any replacement stock. And I was just like, you do? You do? Oh, when it comes in, could you please send me one? They're like, yeah, send us all the details. So that's what I'm doing like much later on today, is just getting all the stuff that they need, because I do generally think that we do need these, and I think that they should be held accountable. All these problems coming up with it, I don't think it's right, but people anyway, I think that's it. Like, I feel like Hasbro needs to do more, like a lot more when it comes to these sorts of things, but will they? Who knows? I don't know, you tell me. Anyway, gonna leave it there. If you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit subscribe, as well as that cheeky notification bell. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you in a couple of days.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。